Hello everyone, I am Nagavelli Prasad, working in TSRR Center of Excellence, Karimnagar. Today I am going to explain you the wonderful part of human physiology in the part endocrine system. In endocrine system, I am going to explain you now one of the endocrine glands called as pancreas. So pancreas is an important gland which is act as dual gland or mixed gland or compound gland because it act as exocrine as well as endocrine also. That means it releases enzymes and hormones also. So by that, if you see its anatomy, the pancreas is consisting of two portions. The exocrine portion which secrete enzymes and the endocrine portion which secretes hormones. The exocrine portion of pancreas is the largest part of pancreas. Almost 98 to 99% of pancreas is consist of exocrine portion only. So exocrine portion is made up of a specialized cells known as cells of Acini. The cells of Acini secrete pancreatic juice. The pancreatic juice contains several enzymes which helps in the digestion. So we have studied in the digestion process. So the enzymes released from the pancreas, especially trypsinogen, chymotrypsinogen, and pancreatic alpha amylase, pancreatic lipase, nucleases like DNase. These are the enzymes released from the pancreatic juice, which are present in the pancreatic juice released from the exocrine portion of pancreas, especially cells of Acini. Now in the part of endocrine system, now we are discussing endocrine system, so that we have to focus on this region. The endocrine portion of pancreas is known as islets of Langerhans. Islets of Langerhans, just 1 to 2% of pancreas consist of islets of Langerhans. So the endocrine portion, 1 to 2 millions of islets of Langerhans are present. In those islets of Langerhans, there are 4 types of cells are formed. Especially they are alpha cells, beta cells, delta cells or D cells and F cells. There are 4 types of cells formed in the islets of Langerhans. So first one, alpha cells. Out of islets of Langerhans, 15% of cells are alpha cells, whose main role is releasing the glucagon. So glucagon is released in response of hypoglycemia condition. My dear students, glucagon released in the response of hypoglycemia. So let us discuss what is hypoglycemia. Decreasing the glucose level in the blood. Decreasing the glucose level in the blood is known as. So if the glucose level in the blood is this much, so it is falls down. If the glucose level falls down in the blood, such condition is known as hypoglycemia. When hypoglycemia condition is created in the body, then glucagon, in response to hypoglycemia, glucagon release in order to increase the glucose level in the blood. So glucagon is called as hyperglycemic hormone. Glucagon is called as hyperglycemic because it is increasing the glucose level in the blood when glucose level falls down. Now how it can increase the glucose level? My dear student, we have reserve food that is called as glycogen. Glycogen is present in liver cells, right, hepatocytes. So glycogen is broken down by the action of glucagon to form glucose. So here what is happening, how glucose level is increasing, how glucose is adding into the blood, from where it is taking. So it is getting the glucose from the breakdown of glycogen. Glycogen is breaking down to form the glucose. So such process is known as glycogenolysis. Glycogenolysis. Glycogenolysis is a process in which glycogen is broken down to form the glucose. So when does glycogenolysis is initiated? When glucose level falls down in the blood. Such condition is known as hypoglycemia. So in response to hypoglycemia, glucagon is secreted from the alpha cells. To increase the glucose level in the blood. So glucagon is called as hyperglycemic hormone. So how this glucose is adding into the blood? By breaking the glycogen. Glycogen is present in the liver cells, already stored in the liver cells, that is broken down to form the glucose. Hence that process is known as glycogenolysis. Glycogen breaking down, lysis breaking down. So glycogenolysis. So glucagon participates in glycogenolysis. Clear? Exactly opposite to insulin. Beta cells secrete a hormone known as insulin. So when insulin can release in the response of when glucose level increases in the blood. When glucose level increases in the blood, such condition is known as hyperglycemia. In response to hyperglycemia, insulin will release. When glucose level is increased in the blood, so such condition is known as hyperglycemia. In response to hyperglycemia, insulin release. Insulin will drain out this excess glucose, will remove from the blood and convert this excess glucose into glycogen. So insulin convert this excess glucose in the blood, it converts into glycogen. Such process is known as glycogenesis. So glycogenesis is performed by insulin, glycogenolysis performed by glucagon. And hypoglycemia in response to hypoglycemia, glucagon is releasing. In response to hyperglycemia, insulin releasing. My dear students, hyperglycemia condition is created in the blood so that the insulin is releasing and removing the excess glucose, so that glucose level is falling down. Clear? So that insulin is called as hypoglycemic hormone. Because why it is hypoglycemic hormone? Because it is reducing the glucose level. Excess glucose is draining out from the blood vessels. So it is storing in the liver cells as in the form of glycogen. So exactly opposite concepts, insulin and glucagon. Then third one, D cells are delta cells. So delta cells among islets of Langerhans, 5% of cells are delta cells or D cells. They secrete a hormone known as somatostatin. My dear students, we know somatostatin is one of the hormones secreted from the hypothalamus, which act as a growth inhibitor. The same way, delta cells also secrete a little amount of somatostatin, which act as growth inhibitors. So growth inhibiting hormone. Then finally, 15% of islets of Langerhans composed of F cells are pancreatic polypeptide cells. So whose main role is releasing a hormone known as pancreatic polypeptide PP. Pancreatic polypeptide main role is it inhibits digestive secretion. So we know that exocrine portion of pancreas releases pancreatic juice, pancreatic enzymes. So the volume of pancreatic juice, my dear students, every day 500 ml to 800 ml of pancreatic juice released into the digestive system in order to perform the digestion. So it inhibits the digestive secretion when the pancreatic juice is released in abnormal way. So that type of hormone, pancreatic polypeptide. So this is the total structure of pancreas, which lies below the stomach attached to the duodenum, and the internal structure of pancreas is looks like this. So outer region, these are cells of Acini, and inner region, only 1 to 2% of pancreas consists of endocrine portion. Among this endocrine portion, peripheral cells, all peripheral cells are beta cells, and innerly alpha cells are there, and dispersed manner delta cells and F cells are there. So this is regarding pancreas. Thank you.